Welcome to Talks with Dr. Gupta and Friends, a channel where we look beyond headlines and connect deeper economic dots that shape our world. Today, I want to talk about something many people have sensed, but few have fully articulated: India's economic paradox, and why the paradox may not be a paradox at all, but a much deeper credibility crisis. On paper, India is booming. We're told the economy is growing at 8.2%. One of the fastest growth rates in the world. A headline number that seems to signal strength, momentum, and global confidence. But then you look at the currency market, and the rupee is at Rs90 per dollar, its weakest level in history. High-growth economies do not usually have relentlessly weakening currencies. These two numbers simply don't sit together. And that disconnect is the starting point of our conversation. When we connect the dots, a self-reinforcing cycle emerges. It begins with questionable official data, something even the IMF has flagged by giving India's statistics system a low grade. This weak data damages trust and leads to an erosion of institutional credibility. Once institutions lose credibility, global investors naturally become skeptical. That skepticism shows up as capital outflows, foreign investors quietly pulling money out of India. And as capital leaves, pressure on the rupee intensifies. A falling rupee then validates the original skepticism, because markets are effectively saying, the story doesn't match the numbers. And so the cycle reinforces itself round and round, amplifying doubts and undermining confidence. These are not isolated problems, they are interconnected symptoms of something deeper, a fundamental loss of confidence in the integrity of the Indian economic narrative. This brings us back to the so-called paradox: 8.2% GDP growth versus a rupee at 90. The truth is, there is no paradox. There is a contradiction. A celebratory narrative has been built on statistics that many experts believe are incomplete, inconsistent, or simply not credible. But the currency market, unlike official data, cannot be edited or curated. The rupee's historic weakness is not just another economic indicator. It is a real-time verdict from global capital on the credibility of India's growth story. In other words, the rupee is telling the story that official numbers can no longer hide. And that is the heart of the issue. India still has enormous long-term potential, no question. But potential cannot substitute for credibility. Sustainable economic strength requires transparent data, independent institutions, and trust. Until that foundation is repaired, the numbers will continue pulling in opposite directions, and markets will continue delivering verdicts that challenge the official narrative. If you found this breakdown insightful, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching Talks with Dr. Gupta and Friends. Happy new thinking!